Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another YouTube video. We are back with week 31 for our recap series. If you are new to this series, it's basically just a recap going over and showing off here everything that I've done this past week on my live streams day by day, mostly day by day. So with that being said, let's jump on into it and see what I got myself into on Monday. Alrighty, guys. So Monday we did a lot of terraforming. We are getting close to finishing up the flattening of the swamp, or the default vanilla swamp, I guess you could say, and getting to the point we can do our own work. So over here is where we kind of got started here. I'll show you guys the map and the progress we made. So I think we left off last recap video with a lot of this section still needing to be done and whatnot. But yeah, I've since got all this flattened out and even started heading down this way. The goal for Tuesday is to wrap around and basically get back up to this side by the end of the Tuesday stream, maybe. We will see. But yeah, that's what we got done on Monday. Just a lot of terraforming, flattening, and filling in of water. So yeah, looking forward to getting the rest of this done. But yeah, let's jump over and see how far we get on Tuesday. Alrighty, Tuesday's recap. Tuesday was a lot more terraforming. As I said it would be, we got a lot more done. So we managed to clear like pretty much all the way down into here, and then we were working on this entire section here, but I kept running out of dirt, so I started doing it in smaller sections. I was trying to get this whole portion done, but it's a lot of water to fill up, as you can see here. There's a good bit that we have to kind of fill in and whatnot, and then clear out again because the top layer's got to go off. But we did do a lot. We got a lot of this done and whatnot. There's a lot of peat in this area as well that we managed to dig up, and I think there's still some possibly over there. But yeah, so that's what we did Tuesday. Just flattened out more terrain. It's weird. It's like deceivingly, like it looks smaller than it actually is and stuff. It's just taken a while. But yeah, we're gonna jump over to Wednesday, and probably Wednesday and Thursday here, since Wednesday's our chore day. Although Wednesday we are probably gonna be planting a lot of crops. So it's gonna be a long chore day, I think. But yeah, let's jump over to Wednesday and see what we get accomplished there. Alrighty guys, so Wednesday and Thursday, gonna combine these again. So Wednesday's our normal chore day, and we had a pretty big productive chore day. We are in Yarn Village on the map, which is a little bit, well, it's directly east of Trinity Point, and it's south of the Irridosa swamp. But we ended up getting a whole bunch of our crops planted this Wednesday, which is really good. It's finally crop season. Looks like they've actually fully grown. That's kind of impressive. We won't harvest these until Wednesday, especially since some of these have still a little ways to go. You can see we also got a bunch of terra preta in here. I had a bunch of high fertility soil from digging out the swamp, and also flattening Dunvara back like a couple weeks ago. So I had a bunch of high fertility soil, turned it into terra preta. I think I have like 50 more high fertility soil as well that I have to do the same, but I ran out of bone meal. So yeah, this is what we did on Wednesday. Mostly spent the day getting our crops planted. This took quite a bit to get these all planted. But then moving on to Thursday, we got to go back to Dunvara, or out into that area of the world. So let me head over there, and then I will update you guys on what we did on Thursday. Alrighty, and Thursday, our trees finally started to grow today, or Thursday, I should say. So all of the trees in the swamp have, I believe all of them have grown at this point. They should be, maybe one or two. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple over that way as the temperature gets warmer. But yeah, this is kind of what the swamp's gonna look like. And you can see on the map here, lots of trees have grown. There are a few gaps in here, and I think what we've decided to do, I was talking on stream on Thursday, is that wherever we end up with like a large gap, like right here, for example, there's a large gap here. What I'll probably do is so this is where water is going to be, this level right here, and then I'll dig down in some spots. What I'll probably do is put a tree like right here at water level, so it'll be a little bit lower. So it'll kind of, instead of all the trees being pretty much at the same height, it'll be a little bit lower. Actually, probably significantly lower. So it'll give a little bit of more unevenness feel to the swamp here. So that's kind of our plan for that. But yeah, so Thursday, trees grew, which was really cool to see and have happen. Very nice. So yeah, we had the trees growing, which was cool. So that happened on Thursday. And then we spent a large chunk of the day working on getting more of this area flattened up. So you can see we started yesterday. I think we had like this whole section was completed on Thursday. Very large section. We only have a little bit left. We are approaching the end. I'm hoping by Tuesday of next week we will have this done. I keep saying days and then it gets a little bit further back and further back and further back. It keeps taking longer and longer to get completed. But yeah, lots of clearing. You can see it's very flat, and then, like I said, eventually we're going to go through here and put the tree mounds and grow some trees in here and stuff. But we have one more thing here. Let's jump over to Dunvara City. I got to run all the way back. I actually forgot about this. But yeah, let me jump over to Dunvara City, and I'll show you guys one other thing we worked on, which is pretty cool on Thursday. Okay, so we are back in Dunvara here. So a big thing that we did on Thursday was we got a water wheel set up inside of our blacksmith. Water wheels were added in 1.22 along with a new water source called Rapids. Now, my world is quite old. My world is from 1.19. I think the chunks we are in are from 1.20. Maybe one. I'm pretty sure it's 1.20. I doubt it's 1.21. So we didn't have any rapids in actually any of my world. There are no rapids in anything that's generated right now, for the most part, in any of these big areas, right? Because the world's just old. So I had to figure out, I've been playing around with what kind of mod I want to do for getting rapids into my world in a way that's somewhat balanced. And so I came up with a mod. You can see this thing up there. It's called a metal wear. And yeah, basically, when it's placed, here, I'll look it up right here. Metal wear. So that's what this is. This block right here, you basically make it out of 4 steel plates. A little bit of mod show off here. Or showcase. You make it out of 4 steel plates, right? And then you place it down on any freshwater source block. And it will turn that freshwater source block into rapids. And you can place this anywhere as long as it's a source block. If I pick up that metal wear, it goes back to being regular water. But yeah, this essentially allows worlds that are older than 1.22 a way to get rapids without having to go somewhere far, because you can't even pick up rapids in a bucket. It's just not possible. So we spent some time. We got this set up. I can jump through here. We got all the gears and everything set up. This is still hooked up to our windmill. That's our pulverizer over here. So that's still hooked up to the windmill, but I needed my Hellhammer to be consistently going, especially for Wednesdays when we make steel. So this was kind of an issue, so I went ahead and I figured this out, and then I did this little doorway here to show the water wheel because I thought it'd be cool to see. And yeah, it is. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything we did this week. We got a good bit of the terraforming done in the Irridosa swamp. We got some cool stuff built inside the blacksmith building. It's cool. And yeah, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take it easy. Keep being awesome. And I will see you guys all in the next one, all right? Bye-bye.